By Design, the Ohloops. This is episode 10. It is April 15th, Tuesday, April 15th.
Yes.
And we are doing this at Lydia's house this time.
Seriously, traveling podcast, guys. We're all over the place.
Go everywhere. It's been a long week, so yeah, we've just tried to figure out where we're going to fit this podcast episode in.
So it's later than it was supposed to be.
But sorry. But it's good. We've got good stuff.
Yes, we do.
Lots of good stuff. So, finished fibers. We should probably just get started.
We should.
Oh, no, we shouldn't. I'm Sarah Stevens.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We should maybe say that. It really has been a long week.
It's been a long week.
It's been a good week, but a long week.
So, I'm Sarah Stevens, also known as Sarah Stevens on Facebook, and Twitter. Yeah.
And I'm Lydia. You can find me as Lydia B on Rav and as Lydia Knits on Plurk, or if you want to find us elsewhere, we are Ohloops on Facebook and on Twitter and on Plurk. You can find us there too.
Yep.
Or the Rav group. So.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Now, moving along.
Jumping right in.
To finish fibers.
All right. You want to go first?
No.
Oh, okay. Guess I'm going first. I only have one finished object this week, guys. So for ski school, for the first, was it the first one that was gloves? Yeah, the first challenge for ski school for Grand Yarn was gloves, and I made Libby's half linen cozies for my daughter, Emma. And she was wearing them the other day, and she's like, Mom, I really need a pair of gray and black ones so that they can go with more things. Which I thought was hysterical. Really, you're 9. You're already accessorizing your knit items? That's funny. But I decided for Easter I should try to hustle and make stuff for my children, since I had totally done the bad mom thing and spaced that Easter's, in a week. So I made her a new pair. But I made her 3 actual gloves, so that she can, mix and match them. It's all from the same skein of yarn, but they all kind of,
Look how crazy that teal one is.
Uh-huh. But, this is the yarn. It all, it just kept going. So, she's got this set, or she's got this set, or she can do that.
That's hysterically cute. So, I really like it.
She gets these. She'll really like them. So, they're gray and black and kind of a sandy color, and then this funny...
I love that teal.
So that's my finished object. Those.
I love it.
I do too. And they're in my cute little bag from Libby.
I have none. I have no finished objects.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think so. Nope, I didn't bring any.
I thought you had, your sweater, it's not here.
My sweater's not here. So, okay, I guess I do have a finished object. I knit the Peter version of the Neverland hoodie from Tina Good on the Storm Brew colorway from 3 Irish Girls on the Superwash worsted, the Springvale Superwash worsted merino. I'm teaching a class, and so we wanted to have a sample of the boy version and the girl version. So I'm going to be knitting the girl version with the class is the plan, and then I wanted to have the boy version done too. So that guy's done. And guys, I was a little frustrated with this pattern at first. Like, I can't show it to you. I'll show it to you next time, maybe, if I can remember to bring it from the shop. I was a little frustrated because I did the 3 to 6 month size. And the pattern is really well written. It was not that. It was the amount of yardage necessary for it. And so I got the entire sweater body done and one whole sleeve. Like, it has a really huge oversized hood, and you pick up all the way around to do the whole edging, and then you do the sleeves, and it has like the seed stitch border, and it's adorable. It's so cute. I did the entire raglan style minus one sleeve with one skein of yarn. And the pattern says that it used like 350 yards. But each skein was 205 yards that I was using. And if I was able to get the entire hood and sweater and everything done with one skein, and then I had one sleeve left, that other sleeve did not take 150 yards. So my only qualm is I think they just must have used like I don't know, some math equation to estimate and not actually do it. So if you make this, don't wind all of your yarn. Wind them as you go. You may not need as much as it says that it does. So that would be that's my only qualm with it. But it was a good pattern though. I mean, it was really well written. It was fast. Super easy. I'm going to make one for Ethan.
Cute.
It's going to be cute. I'm totally stoked about it.
Very cool.
So, that's my FO.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Working fibers. I have a lot. Do you have?
Oh, I have another FO. I totally forgot. I finished.
You do? That's
boot
right.
toppers. I have them sitting over here in
bring my socks.
I finished them. So here's my little boot toppers. They actually worked out better than I thought they were going to. I did wear them. I went to one of Sarah's daughter's soccer games and I wore them, and they look pretty cute under my boots.
They're cute.
I probably won't wear them very much. Yeah, I don't know. They're cute. I like them. I do want to try to make them again. When I make them again, I will do more of a solid so you can see the pattern. And I will make them long like they're supposed to be, because I didn't this time. They're supposed to be about that much longer than they are.
It's like that shawl that I bound off 18 rows early.
Yes. So, but I got them done, and I'm happy with them. So my daughter really liked them, my oldest, so she may be getting a pair for Christmas. So that's that. My only working fiber is what I'm working on right now. So for Easter, I'm making my son little loafers. I got one done yesterday. And it's my very first time felting, and I was pretty impressed by how well it felted. This is yarn that Sarah gave me, I don't know, like 2 years ago for my birthday or something like that. It's this really beautiful skein of alpaca. Next time when I make them, I probably would use a different... The alpaca felted really great, but this particular skein had a little bit of silk. I think it was like 10% or 20% silk. So they're a little floppier than I think they would be if they didn't have the silk in them. But I think I'm going to go and get a little leather sole to put on the bottom so he could wear them outside. But I have one done, and I have about this much of the other one.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So I wanted to felt one before I started the other one just to make sure it was going to felt the way it was supposed to. So, but this pattern is called... I have it open. Hold on one second. Okay, they are by Lisa and Michelle. And the little guys go from a size 6 to a size 10 toddler. And I think she has baby ones too.
She has baby ones too. I have a baby version. Yeah,
so there's the 6 to 10 for the toddlers, but then she also has adult sizes, and my husband really liked Noah's, so he has asked me a pair for him. And Sarah had a really good idea, so we might have to pull that one out. I'm not going to tell what it is because he edits our podcast, so I'm not going to say what it was. But, so yeah, so I'm really liking the pattern. My only thing is that I think next time I would use the skein without silk. But I like them. So
Nice.
yeah, and that is it for me.
That's your only
No
one.
other progress as of yet.
Okay.
On anything.
I pulled my blanket out again. So I'm working on square number 20.
So cool.
So that's one of my working fibers. I love it.
I do too.
And I actually love how warm it is. I'd gone, at first I was like, I don't know, it's going to go somewhere. It'll go in my house somewhere on my couch. I actually think I'm going to put a back on it. And I think I'm going to use it for soccer.
Ooh, yeah.
I think that's going to be my soccer blanket. There isn't forever a blanket in my car. Actually, there's always 3 blankets in my car because Caitlin and Ethan will fight, and then I always want one. So there's always 3 blankets in the car, and I want another one. I would love to have another one that's just dedicated to soccer.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is going to be it. I think it'll be perfect use, and it'll be warm because it's wool, and then I'm going to back it. And I'm probably just going to sew over all of the seams with they have that clear thread.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so you don't see it.
Yeah.
And just zigzag through all of it so it doesn't come apart. And
I just said, yeah, I'm going to put it back on mine too because I think we're going to use it on our bed.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be our
so
plan.
that's one working. You only have one?
Yep, just the one.
Okay, so I get to take over for a minute. So, let's see what is in here. See, how I don't usually know everything that's in here? What am I working on today? Okay, so I started a scarf for my dad.
Oh, I like it.
I'm loving it. I'm using the Jared Flood's Noro scarf pattern. No, maybe it's Mini Mochi. It's by Jared Flood. And I'm using 2 skeins of Malbrigo. And I'm just going down and back with one, down and back with the other.
I love it.
I do too. I think it'll be perfect. He wanted something that was blue, but I needed something that was going to hold my attention for a while. And I don't like knitting scarves. So, that's what I started. That's as far as I've gotten.
What's it going to be for Father's Day, or are you going to give
I
it
don't
for
know.
Christmas? Or?
I don't know. Father's Day's in June, his birthday's in July, and then there's Christmas. So, whatever gets done.
Yeah.
I taught a little class. And I got 3 chicken bodies and 1 wing.
They are so cute.
So these will be for Easter. And I really love the colorway. I think it's really fun and springy. I told one of my customers on Saturday that I would have wings by the weekend. And he's like, I need to make a shirt that says that.
I would have wings by the weekend.
Yeah. I got 1 wing done. So I have a lot more. I have 5 more wings to complete before Sunday. And then, of course, they need eyes, and I didn't weave in my ends because I realized I don't have any little safety eyes, and so I want to be able to open it and then put my little eyes in. And then seam it up. But I stuffed it, and this is where I'm at. So they're cute. My kids like these little things, so I don't make them nearly enough for them. They always are asking for these. So
they're so tiny.
They're tiny. They're on zeros. They're hysterical to me.
They're cute.
Ooh, I started this. We have tears.
My son's crying in the background. They're in my daughter's room, so who knows what she's doing too.
Oh, Jillian's home too?
Yeah, she had her dentist appointment this morning, and she came home and she had to have a cavity filled, so her mouth is all numb, and she's trying to talk in her mouth like this. And she chews on her lip really bad when her mouth gets numb, and so I was like, I don't want her to go to school and have, her mouth all weird, so.
Yeah, I think that's why they don't let kids usually do both sides.
Yeah.
Okay. So I started Tubularity by Martina Bem. I don't know how you pronounce her last name. I'm using my scraps. So I got the beginning part.
It is so freaking cool.
And then now I'm using this colorway. Currently they're both 3 Irish Girls colorways. I got a limer green than this that's going to go in here. And then I have the Second Star on the right that's going to go with this. And then I don't know what else I'm going want to do? I need to get a purple. So I'm trying to figure out a purple to pull in and then something else. Because it calls for 7 colors. So we'll see. I'm just doing 37 or 39 grams of each one. Because that's what the mini skeins. Miss Babs makes like these little mini skein bundles for this specifically. And so you can purchase them on her website for this cowl. And it's the coolest thing in the world. And I wish I had a picture that looked good. Because I just have the black and white version. So, I mean, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But it has one buttonhole at the end. And then it has buttons on the outside of it. So you can wear it like a cowl and put your head through the tube, or you can wear it around your neck and button it. So it's like a scarf for a cowl. Cool, simple, easy, mindless awesomeness. You're increasing on one side and you're decreasing on another side, so it gives it this this triangle shape the whole way up.
I love it.
Me too.
Gonna have to do it.
Yeah, I think so. We're totally doing it this time. I've already got my yarn picked out for it.
We have some
again
fun plans for that.
I have some ideas. Yep. So that is working fibers for me. I haven't worked on enough of my sweater to show you. So that's it. That's all
I'm doing so bad on my sweater, you guys. I took it for spring break. We went out of town and I took it with me, and I had 5 rows to do before I could break for my sleeves. And I came home with 3 rows to do. And since being home, I have done 2, so I still have 1 row to go. I have 1 purl row before I can break for my sleeves. Seriously, it's like, just do the row. I can't. I just can't bring myself to.
I get it though. You're in the mood to do something else.
I am. I've wanted to make these toddler loafers since I saw them. Before Molly and Claire stopped doing a Homespun House podcast together, Claire had shown these that she made, the little loafers. She made them for her son. And she ended up not liking the pair that she made, so she made another pair. And I think it was before Christmas, so back in like November or something. So I've been wanting to make them since then. So I was like,
2013 either way.
For Easter, I need to make them since I, like I said, totally messed up with the Easter thing. So.
They're so cute.
Yes.
I love them.
Me too.
So.
Planning fibers. I do have one thing that I'm planning. So I'm hoping to get, every year for Mother's Day, since my mom passed away, I always send my aunt something because she's kind of taken over as my kids' grandmother, and as you know, she's always been my favorite aunt, but she's kind of taken on more of that mom role. And so for Mother's Day every year, I always send her something cute. And one year I sent her one of the little chicks. And then last year I sent her a voodoo doll. And this year I'm going to make the little Bonnie Wee Mouse because she's just too cute.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm using, so I have this skein that I will actually hold double, but this is, it's hard to see. It's yellow and like a really pretty pink and
so
natural
soft,
and gray.
pastel-y.
Yeah, these little Bonnie Wee Mouse is going to be that.
Can we tell them? This is a skein from our
This is
Disney
from Disney.
collection.
This is Rabbit from from Christopher
get it.
Robin, Winnie the Pooh and Christopher Robin. So this is Rabbit. Yeah, I stole this one.
She stole it.
It was very pastel-y. It's
perfect.
very baby to me, but it'll be perfect for the little mouse. I think it'll be cute.
It'll be so sweet.
So I will be making that. So hopefully I'll have some progress on that for the next episode, and you guys can see it.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be pretty.
And that is my only planning as of now.
Okay. I have a lot of planning, but I'm only going to show 2 because I'm teaching these classes. One of them I'm teaching today, and then another one I'm teaching tomorrow. So, I will be making socks on a plane with this color for my sock class.
Bright.
It's so bright. I love it. And it is out of Frog Tree Petaboo. And there's not a color. There's really not a color. It's color 1190. So, I love when I get free text messages from my thing saying, your bill is due. So, there we go. So, I'm casting these guys on today.
They're so fun and bright. I love it.
from 1 to 3 is my class. So, and then this will be a shawl class that I'm teaching starting tomorrow. And so you all know this because if you're doing the Rocka, we are doing this pattern. So I get to do it twice.
Well, technically 3 times because you've already made it once, haven't you?
So I'm using Raven's Ridge for the class. And there's this colorway, which totally love. And then there's this colorway. And I just think that they're going to be so much fun.
They're beautiful.
Together. So yeah, that Anadara by Alison Janoka in the Raven's Ridge fingering sock weight. They're 400 yards each, 80% superwash and 20% nylon. Yeah, so one of them is called Zinnias from the Market. That's the lighter one. And then, what is this one called? Oops, now I'm making a mess. This is what I do. One's called Huckleberry. So, very suiting.
Yes.
I love them. So, I get to pass those guys on tomorrow. So, that will be my planning fibers for now. I have some more, but I'll talk about them next time when there's some progress on these.
Cool.
Yeah. So, that's that.
That's all the knitting, I think.
I think that is all the knitting.
Why don't you talk about your week? It's been
oh my gosh, my week.
kind of crazy for Miss Sarah.
Sarah's
Part of why we're podcasting today instead of on Sunday.
Princess pranks. Okay. So honestly, I don't even remember everything that's happened since the last podcast episode, but we'll just go back like 4 or 5 days. So my dad on Sunday, well, apparently on Friday, which he didn't inform me about, while he was at work, his eye started bleeding. So it was like total scary, freaked out a customer. And one of the customers was like, Gary, you're bleeding from your eye. You need help. And my dad's like, what? No. And he wipes and there's blood. And what does he do? He just goes and gets a Kleenex. It'll stop. Then he doesn't tell any of us. So he came over on Sunday morning. We got my water turned back on, which is awesome for my sprinklers. We checked some heads, and 3 of them needed to be replaced and everything. And in the middle of all of this, the eye starts bleeding, and I start freaking out because I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like, excuse the reference, but biblical Antichrist thing. I'm freaking out. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you? Did you get hit in the eye? What? Your eye's bleeding. He's like, oh, again? Again? It happened on Friday. Seriously. Blood is running down. And okay, mind you, I pack him up. We decide that we're going to the ER. And he goes home and everything, because he's my dad.
Thank you.
And I text Lydia, I'm like, I might have to go get my dad and take him to the ER, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to take himself to the ER. And he goes home, and I'm like, no. So we get to the ER, and they tell us that it's not a big deal. Apparently the medication that he's on can cause blood vessels to spontaneously burst. Just most people don't have it happen in their eye. And he's taking blood thinners, so it's running. And the fact that it was mixed with, tears and everything. It just looks scarier than what it really was.
I don't know. Bleeding from the eye seems pretty scary to me. Whether it looks scary or it just
freaked
is.
me out, guys. Really freaked me out. Then, if that wasn't enough, Sunday at about 6 o'clock, my daughter freaks out while we're eating dinner, and the cap on her tooth comes out. Mind you, this cap back in the summer also came out, which she swallowed at church during VBS. So we've already had this cap put back on before because she was eating taffy. This time she's eating dinner, nothing sticky. It was potatoes. The stupid thing comes out, and I'm like, she's freaking out, and it hurts. I'm like, really? How many more things do we have to deal with. And so I tell Lydia, like, so then I look on the calendar, because apparently that hadn't crossed my mind yet, and realized that my Monday is already packed. So Monday, my morning and day consisted of get up, take Vanessa to orchestra at 8 o'clock. Then come home, get Caitlin and Ethan dressed and ready. Then I pick up Vanessa from orchestra at the high school at 9 o'clock, and then drop Caitlin off at school by 9:05. Then I take Vanessa to the orthodontist. We sit in the orthodontist appointment, come back to the school and drop her off, which there was like a small thing going on with like a police officer and one of the boys who wanted to constantly skip school, so that took us a while to get into the school. Then I went home, talked to Lydia for a few minutes. Then I went and picked up Caitlin from school at 11:45. And then I took her to the dentist. And then they decided they're not going to actually put the cap back on, that the tooth is, the adult tooth is coming down, and she's going to lose this one within the next 4 to 6 months, possibly. So they're like, really, there's no point in us putting it in. I mean, it's going to be loose in a matter of moments, basically. Keep it, because we all just want to keep it, just in case it starts hurting, and then you can come back. Because that is so what I wanted to do. But you have an appointment in August, so it's fine. Like, you'll be here anyways, relatively soon. Okay. Then we leave. Come home, get things ready, do pretty much nothing that I should have been doing productively as far as business things that I needed to get done. It was like, it just was not going to happen. Pick up Vanessa from school at 3:15 and then go straight out to soccer out in the valley, which is an hour drive away. It's like 45 minutes away. And to soccer until 6:30. We were home by 7:30 because by the time we made it back into town, was like, I'm not cooking dinner. No. So we stopped at Panda Express.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good. So that was just Monday and Sunday. It's been a really long week. It's been good. I met some people up at the shop. I've been working up at our local yarn shop. And I got to meet some of you guys, which has been a lot of fun. And it was hysterical because I have to say this because it was on the boards. And there was one gal, and I won't say your name. You'll know who you are. We were talking for a while, and then on the boards this last night or yesterday, she's like, I think you were the one I was talking to up there. You're not as tall as I was expecting you to be. Yes, guys, I am very short.
Sarah's a hobbit.
I'm a hobbit. And the funniest part, the reason why I bring this up, is because constantly, when we are doing this podcast, we struggle with the fact that I look tiny.
Yeah.
Compared to Lydia.
I always look like a
Either
giant.
when I'm sitting down. So, whether or not, like, I should sit on a phone book, pillows, a booster chair.
Booster.
Yeah. So, I'm not tall.
You're not
so
as tall as I thought you were.
No. So those of you
That's
who
cute.
ever run into me, I really am short.
There.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I feel okay, and it's okay, it doesn't offend me, because Sharon, when she used to own 3 Irish Girls, people used to run into her all the time and say, oh my gosh, you are way taller than I expected, and they would look at her, and she's like, yep, I'm kind of a giant. So, I'm the opposite. I'm
Little.
just little.
Just little.
It was so funny, though. I got a kick out of it. It totally made my day. I realized that probably shouldn't make my day.
No, it's cute.
But it was hysterical, so it did. It was good.
I've determined that play, The Comedy of Errors, it was seriously written about you.
It was my life.
It's your life. It's just too funny for me.
There are too many things that, yeah. Oh, and like, yeah. It's been a long week, but it's been not a terrible week. I mean, by any stretch of the means, it's just been busy. You know?
My son just ran out to show me his gum.
He was showing us how he's eating seafood.
He's pretty
Seafood.
proud of his gum.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. So that's been my week. That's all I'm sharing about my week, at least. So that's been what I'm sharing about my week.
That's funny. Let's see. Nothing major has happened so far this week for me. But last week, my kids were off for spring break last week, and so on Friday, after I picked up my daughter, so I guess, a week and a half ago, we left and went out of town. We went to Seattle to go see my aunt, and we stayed with her until Tuesday, and we came home on Tuesday. And while we were there, we did so many fun things. We went to the Point Defiance Zoo, which was a lot of fun. And we went and hung out on the beach because it was a beautiful day over there and it was sunny and the kids really just wanted to run around. So we went and did that. We also went to the Flight Museum, which if you have, it is the coolest thing.
So cool.
So my son, he's 2.5 and he loves airplanes. So that's what determined, that we were going to go. After about the 15th plane he couldn't sit in though, he was kind of done.
He was a little mad.
He was getting over it, but he did like all the little miniature planes, and they have like the coolest NASA area where you get to see like the rover that they took up there, and you actually get to see like the pod. Those things are tiny. I could not be an astronaut. Holy cow, you guys!
I would be claustrophobic.
Yeah, no, I couldn't.
I would be screaming to get out of there. There would be.
Yeah, I can't. I was looking at so there's the lunar landing one, the little pod thing. I don't know how they got 3 astronauts in that thing, because it was the same one that was Apollo 13.
Yeah, no.
There's no way that 3 grown men could fit into it.
But they're tiny men.
They are little.
You have to fit certain
Yeah.
size requirements.
You do. It was really cool though, and they're my husband is huge into history, so I really want to take him back over there for possibly our anniversary or maybe his birthday or something, because there's like the World War I section and World War II, and there's the whole NASA thing, but I wanted to walk around and like read all this stuff, and that was just not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
But it was really cool, so I'll take him over so he can enjoy that. And they even have Air Force One. They have the Air Force One that was decorated by Jackie Kennedy, which we didn't go and see because the kids were, like I said, they were just tired.
Hi.
So we did all that stuff for spring break, and then came home, and there was stuff that I probably should have done, but I just chose to be lazy and hang out with the kids, so I didn't really get as many things done as I would have liked, but that's okay.
We didn't do anything for spring break. We just, I don't know. We didn't do anything. It was good.
Yeah, just hang out. It was nice.
It was really nice.
That's kind of what we did. We got home late on Tuesday night, and so Wednesday and Thursday and Friday we just hung out. My husband got to get off early on Friday, so he got to be home in the afternoon. And so we just kind of hung out. Went to the park this weekend a little bit.
It was nice though. It was so sunny.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Spokane peeps, we so needed it.
Yes, it was beautiful. It was very much
so
needed.
needed it.
Yeah, it's overcast again today, but it's supposed to be in the 60s, I think, this week, and then it's supposed to get nice again next week. So hopefully it does.
I woke up
soccer practice
this
tonight,
morning and I was slightly miserable, so I wore my sweatshirt and my leggings. I'm going to work right after this. I was like, where's my sun?
Yeah.
I need the sun to come
went
back
away.
out. It went away, so
It did.
needs to come back.
Yes. So, we don't have any questions this week, so we decided we would do one of the trivia questions. So, our little cherry bowlies.
Okay, who has been the... Haven't we already done this? No, I guess we haven't.
No.
Who has been the biggest influence on your creativity? Oh, biggest influence on our business was last time. Like that,
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what it was.
What made it what? Business. What?
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Biggest influence on my creativity. I don't know, guys. The way that my mind works, I am not entirely sure I could say that there was one. Lydia's used to this. I get random, like, light bulb moments where this is what we need to do. And
How to do this.
kind of how I work. And when, it just hits me, and I don't know where it pulls from. I wish that I was one of those great people who could sit down and say, I pull from this or that or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a single person or thing. So, biggest influence.
Yes.
Who's been your biggest influence?
Honestly, several people in my family. I come from a fairly artistic family. And if they're not artistic, then they're musically inclined. My mom she didn't really consider herself an artist, but she was very crafty. And so I always grew up with crafty type things.
Yeah.
But my grandfather was an artist. And so I was always very interested in art and did a lot of art in school, and then took that into the interior design thing. Just go play. Get him out of there. Go jump on the trampoline. Now stop interrupting me.
Breathe.
So yeah, I would definitely say my family, my mom and my grandfather. My aunt, my grandmother's sister, she is the one who tried to teach me to knit when I was younger, and at that time I was using double-pointed needles, and they were ginormous, and I couldn't figure out how to hold them.
Sticks.
Yeah. But my mom crocheted, so I was for a long time a crocheter, and did that, and then meeting Sarah influenced the knitting. So Sarah has been my influence as far as knitting goes. Yeah. But yeah, my family, I would say definitely my family have been a huge influence, because they're all very crafty, creative people.
Mine are too, but I don't think that I draw from them. I guess that was I don't know, maybe they have. I don't know. Like, my great-grandma was an amazing sewer quilter. My aunt is an amazing sewer and painter. Mm-hmm. She likes to draw more than she does paint. But I don't know. I think sometimes, I don't know. I think it was just in me. It was just in my bones. I've always been creative, ever since a kid, though. So, I was always the kid that was more obsessed over art supplies and
me too.
Pens and pencils and paper, and I would spend hours coloring, and I wrote for a long time. I always wanted to be a writer. So I honestly don't know, and I think maybe that's where it throws me off. I don't know who my biggest influence has been, because even as when I was learning how to write, I would people watch for hours, and so it's never just been one person. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a collective for me. It's not just one person for me either, but I would say the majority of it does come from probably my mom and my grandfather, because he was just a very, I very much esteemed to be him. Before I decided to do interior design, which happened, I've always been interested in it, but it became more of I'm going to do this because I had Emma so young, and originally I wanted to be a journalist. I had been on the school newspaper. I had been the editor-in-chief of my school newspaper forever, and that's what I originally went to college for, was to be a journalist. But I got to thinking about it, I'm you have to move away, and you start at the bottom, and you work as, a slave, basically, forever before you get anywhere in that world. And that influence came from my grandfather. He was a writer and an artist, and he was, that's what he did. And so that definitely came from him. Yeah. So I guess if I had to pick one person, it would be my grandfather. But I can't pick just one. It's my family. They influence me to be creative. So, yeah, like you said, it's just in my bones. I think I was just born being interested in the creative side of things.
Yeah.
So.
Nature influences me a lot. Mm-hmm. I do find myself, and not even just nature though. I find myself looking at building structures, or just the cities and wires and buildings, and once again, that would be other people's creativity that influences me. I don't know. Yeah, and you don't even know who those people are.
Yeah.
Hard question. What is with the hard questions?
It is a hard question. It's a good question, though.
It's a good question. It's a hard question. I'm trying really hard not to show all these logos, because I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to.
You guys have no idea where that coffee cup's from.
None.
Oh.
It was a very much needed thing this morning on the way here.
Yes.
So.
Okay, shop news. So this podcast won't actually air until tomorrow, But going up in the shop today is the first part of our Disney Magic collection. Yay! Very fun, spring colors.
Yes. Lots of different bases.
Yes, lots of different bases.
So that's kind of fun.
A couple different weights.
Yeah. That'll be really fun. We decided to split up our Disney collection because Mother's Day is coming. So we wanted to make sure that we had a magical Disney and magical mother duo collection. So the first half is just all Disney inspired, and then later on this month the magical mothers will appear. We'll figure out some cutesy little thing, but it'll basically be two color things. So our stripes will be then, because those are two colors, like a mom and me kind of a thing, and then we'll have something else really fun, which I don't know that we want to really divulge what that is.
Not yet.
But it'll be different, and you guys won't have ever seen it in the shop.
Yeah.
In honor of Mother's Day.
Yes. So. And all of those skeins, so the skeins that are going up today and the skeins that are going up later this month will all work towards the Monster Knit Along in May. Because they are still all part of the Disney thing. So they'll all go for the Monster Knit Along. And while we're talking about the Monster Knit Along in May, I wanted to show you guys what your prizes for the Monster Knit Along will be. So cool! We've decided not to show you what the prizes for the designer along are going to be.
Those are mysteries.
Because they're mysteries, and we kind of liked the idea of, designers don't usually reveal their stuff until it, that day. So there will be 5 winners for the designer along, but you don't get to know what you win yet. Yep. That'll be fun. But, so, for anyone knitting, and you are allowed to do both. You can knit a creature and something with monster in the title. So, one winner who knits a monster or a critter will get this wonderful little villain notions pouch by Jackie. And she was so wonderful, and inside of her little bag, she gave you this little coupon, and the winner will get 10% off of a future purchase. So you get the little notions pouch and her coupon, and then you also get this fun bookmark that matches the pouch.
It's pretty freaking cool.
So somebody knitting a critter will get that, and then somebody knitting something with monster in the title will get the drawstring bag that Jackie made. And I love it because on the end she put this little skeleton key.
That's awesome.
I love it. And there's also a coupon code in this bag. And she also made, I can find them, they're in here. She also made little stitch markers that match their pink and black, so you get those. And then you will also get 2 skeins of Patton's Croy striping yarn, which matches the bag.
Yes.
So,
we thought it would be fun every once in a while to, just because our podcast isn't all just about Ohloops, to offer other yarns as well. And I know that the Patton's Croy is kind of a big deal right now. People are really talking about it a lot. Yeah. So
we wanted to include that.
Yeah. Yes. Very fun stuff.
Yes. We also wanted to quickly do our drawing. While we were at Vogue, we had a basket of goodies that had... I should have brought that so everybody could see it. Yeah, it had a bunch of stuff. It has 3 of Sarah's patterns in it. It had a notions pouch that Jackie made. It had a contrasting heel toe skein, a semi-solid skein, and then one of a variegated skein. Yep. And then there was also one of our... Ohloops bag. Yeah, an Ohloops tote bag and a bookmarker. Yep. And I think that was it.
I think that's everything.
Or not a bookmarker, a magnet.
A magnet.
Yeah. So, the person who will be winning that is...
I'm assuming this is Jane Anderson.
Very cool.
So, I won't say your email out loud or anything, but if you happen to be watching, you will be getting an email from us soon so we can find out your address and where to ship this.
Yes. And for everyone else who filled out one of these, we will put your emails into our database so you can receive Ohloops info if you'd like it. Yep. So, thank you so much for filling those out. Everyone who was at Vogue that we met, you guys were all so wonderful. And it was very nice meeting all of you.
It was so much fun.
Yeah. I think that's it for Shop Talk. We do have some quick enabling really quick, you guys. Yay. We have the same enabling.
We do.
So, Jackie's awesome. We love her. You guys know this. But she made the little Disney bags for us, but then she made these for Sarah and I. Aren't they awesome? I love them. And this bag has her new pocket style. It's like a 3-pocket pouch. It's cool. I like it.
I like it.
And she gave these cute little wooden buttons that are on hemp to kind of go with the whole bamboo thing. So
we got to go shopping and pick out our fabric. So
and
I totally got spoiled.
I do believe, if I'm correct, I think she said there's enough of this fabric left over that she might be putting something up in the shop with this. I'm not 100% done, but I think so. So
she even made them like in the same spot. Look at this. Look at this. They're like almost identical.
I know. Yep.
I love that.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's so cute.
Sarah and I found that fabric and I just went, oh, I have to have it.
We totally went shopping forever too, and our kids were like, "Are you guys done?"
Yeah,
yet?"
like we have to be done.
We done?
We don't want to sit here anymore.
Oh, and I have a small bit of enabling.
Okay.
As well. And actually, you get to take it.
I get to take it?
You do.
Is it my name?
So we did the ski school from a grand yarn.
It's my yarn.
And so if you finished everything, you got this fun skein of yarn by Candy Skein, and she is out of California. I don't exactly know. Sacramento, maybe? I don't know. California, though. And
So cute.
she's pretty much amazing. You can find her stuff online, too. She has an online site. It's www.candyskein.com. candyskein.com, in case you can see that. If I can be still enough for you to see that. You get this cute little bead that is a piece of candy.
Oh, how cute is that?
With every skein. And this is a generous skein. This one is called Confetti Cupcake. 75% merino.
I see.
25% nylon.
I love it. And I already know exactly what I'm making with this.
You got a bag.
Yay! Oh, we got another one.
So, and you get a coupon code too, but...
or my gift card or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually going to use to buy another one of these because that cute little dress that Miss Mostly Munchie's made, the green one for her daughter, I am making that for Jillian.
Yep.
Out of these.
Me too. I'm actually doing it, and I'm going to do it in 2 different colors.
Oh, cute.
So, I told Caitlin that she could pick one of these colors and we'd go find another color, and I'm going to do the top half and the lace part at the bottom. We're going to make some lace at the bottom.
Cute.
Yeah. So it's different, but she wanted to have a match and Jillian thing.
Cute.
I know. So I was like, well, okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
I'm excited. So cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is so.
It's really awesome.
This one's called Confetti Cupcake.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't checked out Candy Skein, go check them out. She's a new indie dyer. She's not all over the place yet. So I don't know, and I haven't directly ordered from her, so I don't know how long it is to get things. But her colorways are really fun.
They are. They're bright.
They're bright and fun. She does a lot of semi-solids, but they have some amazing variegation going on in there. Awesome stuff. So, Candy Skein.
Very cool.
Yes.
Oh, and I have to show you this. So this isn't enabling. You just have to meet him. So Sarah and I have a mascot.
She's so funny.
His name is Humphrey.
Isn't he cute?
And his motto is, I knit because Ohloops is utterly delicious.
Because he's a cow.
He's a cow with a knit hat. I love him. I saw him. I could not walk past him. I had to have him. So this is Humphrey. He's our Ohloops mascot.
I love it. It's so hysterical to me.
He's so stinking cute. I love him. Yeah.
We may have to take a picture and put him on, like...
Oh, Joel did. Oh, we took a picture of
our
him last night
logo or
holding...
something.
Yeah, he's holding a skein of our yarn with knitting needles.
That's hysterical. Oh my gosh.
I love it. So yeah. So this is Humphrey. He might appear in our podcasts from time to time. You might just have to be around.
Just gonna sit on your shoulder.
Yes. Just be my little shoulder pet.
I love it. That's hysterical.
Yes. But I think that's it for this week, you guys. I don't think we have anything else. At this point, we probably shouldn't have anything else.
I don't know if we do.
Yeah.
I know there's
Disney
more stuff
things
that
up.
I'm supposed to say, but I don't know. I'm not really there. Knit night.
Oh yes, Knit Night will be this Friday.
Yep.
At Hastings.
Yep.
I will be late. My husband has to coach soccer, so I will be late. But Sarah will be there.
Yep,
If
I will
we
be
show
there.
up at 6, so she'll be there.
I'm hoping I won't be late, but I'll be there.
Yes.
So even if you show up when you don't see us,
Just hang out. We'll be there.
we'll be there soon,
Yes.
Lee.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think
I
that's
think
it.
that's it.
So have a good Easter, everybody, and we will see you in...
Oh, it's not it. Rocket kits are coming down.
Oh, yes.
You have very minimal time left
Today.
to
Today's
purchase.
the last day. They'll come down tomorrow.
Yeah.
So,
When this
Well,
airs,
actually,
no, we
we'll
said
wait.
till the 15th, right?
which is today.
Oh, crud.
I will leave them because this podcast didn't air on Monday like
Friday.
it was supposed to. We'll wait till
You'll
Friday.
have till
So
Friday.
They'll
Let's
come
do
down
Friday.
on Friday.
We'll pull them down on Friday. So
Yes. And Disney is going up today.
Disney will go up
So,
today.
Yesterday. What up
Yeah.
yesterday?
That's so confusing.
Sorry,
Like,
guys.
you'll see it tomorrow, but that...
It all works
Never
out in
mind.
theory because our shop updates are supposed to happen on Tuesdays and our podcasts usually go up on Mondays. But bleeding from the eye took Sunday out of the running. So, so it'll all make sense eventually.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But,
It's good stuff.
yeah.
So, I think that's everything now, officially everything. So Rocka stuff will come down on Friday, and then I can get busy dyeing up all of those fun skeins of yarn, and then we can start reading. I bought my book.
You bought your book. I did. You don't have to have your book yet, you guys. We're not starting until June, so you have time. But
No, but I got it from
Amazon.
so
Nice.
that way it would just be here when it gets here.
Nice. Very
I
cool.
need Prime. I need Amazon Prime, so that way it gets here like in the next day.
I know. My aunt has that. She bought some stuff for the kids. It's cool. It did. It showed up. It was here before we got
I
home.
want that, but I don't want to spend. I don't want to pay for it. I just want it.
I should just get to have it, right?
That's not how that works sometimes.
Oh, I love it.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right, we're at 59 minutes, so we're gonna sign off. We will see you later.
Bye.